We are live. Thanks, Dan. Good morning to everybody. Barry, I'm driving across southern Alabama with limited cell coverage. Make your live broadcast. If not, I'll catch it later. In the meantime, hope you have a wonderful birthday. I appreciate that. So far, it's been a good birthday. I'm not hungover. We had a few beers last night with some of the friends I made here so far, and yeah, it was a good time. I won't be celebrating today because I have some news for you. But let's wait for some people to join. If not, then I'll make my announcements. This live is meant for everybody to come chat and join. If they're not, I will have a quick chat about what's going on, and I will continue on with things I need to get done, which is another video for you guys. I'm working on the fishing video. Uh-huh. So, fishing here at the waterfalls. I think it's going to be a really fun video, and I'm excited to get it out there. But for now, man, I'm pretty hungry. Hey, cutie. What's good, man? Good evening, good morning. Uh, got a little friend here. Strange. She never pays any attention to me, but okay. Let's wait for some folks to get here. Thanks for joining us. I'm starving. I'm ready for anything, but we'll see. I'll order something maybe here so I can eat right when we finish. I'm hungry. Like I said, had a couple beers, celebrate the birthday with some of my friends I made here, and then actually, the reason for that is I will be leaving Dundee tomorrow. Where will I be going? Probably gonna repeat this a couple times since it's just me and you, Shinobi. But I'll be going back to Vientiane actually. Yes, I'll be going back to Vientiane. Today we'll be working on this video to finish it and get it out, and collecting my things, laundry, all that, preparing to ride the sleeper bus and film this. Good morning, Sue. So glad you could join us. We've got 3 people here. Yes. Shouldn't get anything so quick. Should just let the chat develop. Yes, I'm going back to VNC to get my stuff. It's supposed to. They have somebody coming to fill the room tomorrow, so I'm a little late. I won't be there until Sunday, but they've already put my stuff aside for me, so I'll go grab that. Thank them for giving me this opportunity, because they really gave me a place to stay when I was trying uh, to do this, to commit to YouTube, and I had nothing. So they gave me a place to stay for several months, and it made all the difference in being able to make this channel happen. So I'm excited to go back, say thank you, and grab my stuff. And then from there, well, should we wait for everybody to get here? I'm excited. I've been telling everybody that I'm going to be exploring the South, so everybody has known that. But I've been looking into places. I think last night I told you Takag, Bakse, and I kind of was narrowing it down. Like, should I stay here in Dundee or should I go to Takag? Well, you already know I'm leaving Dundee, so I wish I could say I was going to Takag, but I have a surprise. I will be staying in Vientiane for about 10 days, and then I will be headed up to Luang Prabang. And the reason for that is I have my uncle, well, my best friend's dad. He's a very close friend of mine as well. He helped me get my job when I first went to Shanghai. Helped me get the job so I could go to Shanghai. This is one of my first like proper teaching jobs at international school. Uh, yeah, he took care of me like friends do. He just really took care of me when I was in Shanghai. I took care of him as well, being that he doesn't speak Chinese and he's an old he's an old man. That just kind of it's easier if I just take care of things. If you know what I mean, like let me take care of. I'll go pay the bills. I'll get the maids organized. So you don't have to worry about your your mess and stuff. Like living with people is always different, but you got to take their positive and negatives, and it's easy to just take care of everything. So I need to go take care of him. So he's planning on moving here. He was gonna come here to Donde, but then we realized that it's a little bit more challenging to get settled in than what we're looking for right now. Like because it's an island, you need more to settle in here. Not money really, but like probably you gotta probably find like a more of a permanent home that you want to be in, so you can have a kitchen, and which I would love to one day have a little place here on Donde. That's why I was here for 6 weeks, or whatever it was, 5 weeks. It's been incredible here, and I definitely will be back. I think if you set this place up right, you have your own little, you have a garden, you have some fruit trees and all that stuff, then this place is doable. You have your own little, I guess it'd be only a little farm. It's a challenge though. So we decided he wasn't going to come here for 3 months and then move to Luang Prabang in November time, but he would come to Luang Prabang next month, and we'd actually go look for a place. So, which is really helpful for me because that means I get to make sure that he comes around and looks at places with me. Last time I think we ended up just choosing the place. Ended up being an amazing place in Shanghai, but just had to choose because he wasn't fussed. He's just like just pick, which he is easy like that. He knows what he wants, and it's pretty easy if it's pretty. We got an amazing place in the French concession, so he's looking for a really cool place in Luang Prabang to just fully enjoy the experience living there before it gets too overrun by tourists and expats living there. It's still kind of, I think in the next 10 years, this place will be very different. Might be like a Chiang Mai. It's just getting crazy, the amount of people that are traveling there. I don't know, as far as expats, it's still pretty small, but I could see it being a Chiang Mai. They have a co-working space already for digital nomads to go work. I'm very excited to go up there and spend 2 weeks to a month possibly. Being that right now is low season, things are so cheap. If you actually just go in person and talk to people, then you can get incredible rates like I did here, $50 for the whole month. And I was kind of part of the family. They invited me for meals all the time. I did try not to eat too much of their food and then go buy like fish and chicken and stuff to help us out. But yeah, it was cheap, super cheap. I've seen people posting up in Luang Prabang, really nice hotels, like Chris, for example, the visa agent. He has a hotel up in Luang Prabang that is normally way out of most people's budget. It's like over $100 a night or more, and when it gets really into high season. And right now, I saw them advertising like $20 per day for 7 or less days, $15 a day for 7 days to 2 weeks, and like $10 a day for a month or more. So you get incredible hotel for $300 for the whole month. So yeah, I'm gonna go up there, be there when he arrives, so we can go. I'm doing some groundwork right now, so we can go around and see if we can't find something that makes it possible for him to stay for the entire 30 days of his visa, and also myself. It's just easier if you go 30 days. It's so much easier on you. Like you can get a good rate for somewhere. You can get a gym membership for 1 month. Like otherwise, it just seems like there's a lot of lost money in short stays. Like I just can't really afford the short stays. It's also why I have been. It worked out so well for me in Dundee. It was like, wow, I really could use like sticking around here. I love to film. I'd love to, just have some time to see a little money come in so that I can go to the next place and yeah, it was worked out very well. So that's what I'm hoping for is in Donde or in Luang Prabang as well. Just have the whole month so that yeah, I can earn some more money before I need to make the next move. Which okay, what's up, Dan? So I've been talking straight for 5 minutes, but why not? It doesn't hurt anything. There might be new people coming in. So due to my obligations to my close friend, my best friend's dad, my close friend, yeah, that's people come first. So as much as I wanted to stay down in the south, he was gonna come join me. He's not joining me. It's just not gonna work out on John Day. It's a little bit more challenging than we thought. So we're gonna go. He's gonna go up to Luang Prabang. I suggested that to him, and I'm gonna go meet him there. So a lot of that came too off of the fact that I just realized with this rain being so unpredictable as it is, and me traveling, like like local style, like traveler style right now. I gotta find somewhere. Like there's not gonna be a lot of videos for me going out on adventures, like going out to do the stuff I want to do here. I'm not really able to do that. Like it's been yeah a little challenging the last week or so, 2 weeks. That I've just been like, dang. Every time I'm about to go exercise, it starts to rain. Every time I go about to go film a video, it starts to rain. So it's like, all right, what's gonna be like this unpredictable, rainy until probably the end of August, and then there'll be a little bit more gaps in the rain in September, a little bit easier. So I may as well go up there and help him find a place, and this works out really well because that like often do you really, at least for me and him, able to put in some good groundwork on something like this. Probably ended up just showing up in November and had to figure it out, like in a find a rental, which would be super expensive then, and then take a month to look for something. So this works out really well. I'll go meet him up there, make sure he's all taken care of, and we'll go look at homes for him to move into the end of November, beginning of December. Yeah. So I'll be up there 2 weeks to a month, depending on really how cheap of nice of a place we can find. Like yeah, I was talking just a second ago. I don't know if you were here for that, Dan, but it's so cheap right now. You literally can walk down the road and talk to people and get crazy rates like I did here, $50 for the whole month. I saw Chris's place. It's a super nice hotel. It's usually way over $100 a night. It's been posted online for $300 for the whole month, which is out of what my budget, what I'm looking for, but still, that's just a look at the prices. It's crazy right now. So my fingers crossed I can find him a place for like yeah cheap just 200 250, which should be very easy up there right now. I think I even saw some guest houses posting for $99 for the whole month. And then after he takes off, whether it's 2 weeks or a month, I'm gonna head back down to Vientiane. I'm going to be staying with Mally, or as a lot of people might know her, Beverly. She's been in some of my videos, and we're going to make some more videos as her farm is now even more developed. And she's going to, it's open for people to come stay. So, like a farm stay in Vientiane, beautiful place. And I'm going to make a video with her and probably do an interview since that was very popular. And last time my battery died halfway through, so we only got like 25-30 minutes, and we probably talked for over an hour. We'll interview her more about everything, all the questions people have, buying some land, building a farm, moving their life to Laos, and yeah, what she's going to do there, like what services she's going to provide, like basically a farm stay with everything. She has her chickens, fish in the fish pond. She has cows. She's got a bunch of fruit trees. So, uh, yeah, and she's got her car, so she'll be able to take people wherever they need to go when they come visit, since it is a farm stay outside the city, which is very nice. Instead of saying, you get to have You get to have the very country experience, but within Vientiane, instead of staying in maybe some hotel or guest house in the city. It's not very interesting for Vientiane. Yeah, yes, I'm very excited to stay with her. We plan like if anybody is familiar with her, then you might know that she's the one that really helped me come here. Like her support in the beginning was huge for me. I met her as I was trying to look into meeting people and getting to know people because I wanted to come to Lao. I saw her on Now in Lao YouTube. I saw her on Todd's YouTube in a video. He interviewed her, and I don't know if they had more than one video, but I asked if I could get in contact, and she agreed. And then I went and met her at the Thai Lao Temple there in Arizona, which I shared that I wanted to come to Lao and make it my home, build a sustainable farm, and do YouTube. And she really wanted to also do a sustainable farm, move her life to Lao. So she's like really excited. We were really excited to meet each other, and yeah, she's helped me out since I got here. Really, really helped me out. So I'm excited. Like we always had talked about me coming to stay on the farm, like in the beginning, like to help out, and now it's different. Like before, it was going to be maybe like more helping out around the farm and stuff. Now that YouTube's working out well, we can do a lot more with that. So I think she wants to start a YouTube as well, which I think is a good idea. So I'm going to help her, and let's see. Like, hopefully, with her, she's really good with the real estate stuff. We're hoping to be able to go check out and show you guys maybe some properties, houses, like different options if you are interested in coming to Laos, as well as building your own home from scratch like she did. I mean, she bought the land and built two little farmhouses on this property in a year, like less than a year. It's fully built and livable, maybe 9 months. So I think she paid 30,000 around that for a little over an acre, 1.2 acres, 1.3, something like that. And then I think 30,000, 35,000 in building those houses. So it's interesting talking to her. She knows way more about this stuff. I haven't built anything. Oh my goodness. There's a boat floating down the river. Oh. Right now, the rain has just been either hard or harder, and we have short breaks like this lately. We're in the hard rainy season. It's expected. But the things you're seeing float down the river now is crazy. Like whole trees, old boats. Like the river has risen probably probably like 8 feet since I've been here. And especially in the last week or two, you watched it. Yeah, like the steps down here. They have these bamboo poles going along, so you kind of see the level. It went from below one when I got here to the next one, and now it's the one that was like 5, 6 feet above it. It's crazy. It's crazy how much it's grown since I've been. It's risen. Yeah. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that, Dan. It's an awesome plan. Exciting news. It is. I'm so excited. Wow, that's a good deal. Yeah, the deals right now are incredible. And I was like, yeah, really trying to let Martin know, like, he's not really worried about it because he knows at the end of the day I'll find something for him. But I'm like, this is really good. We can do some groundwork here in this month rather than just leave it to when you're staying in a hotel and be rushed when you get there. So I'm very excited, and I just enjoy being around the man. He's a good guy. Is the question you hate the most? How much would I need per month to live in Laos? Nah, it's a good question. Uh, probably let's say I almost said probably the question I not hate the most, but it's like, are you Lao? Are you mixed Lao? How do you speak Lao? I mean, yeah, but it's not still not a big deal. But to your question, how much would I need per month to live in Lao? How do you live? Do you live like a foreigner, or are you gonna live like a Lao person? If you live like a foreigner, you might need 1,100, 1,200 bucks. If you live like myself, or more similar to a Lao person, where you either you go buy your meals from the market or you cook, 600, 700 bucks. Most Lao people I meet at the markets, they say you can live on 500, and I probably, to be honest, since doing the channel with it making nothing, a lot of times I don't even know how I survived. It was like money came in right at the right time, just like lucking out, the universe helping me make this happen. Blessings. I don't know what miracles. What do you want to call it? But I probably was living on less 500 bucks like a month. Like it's probably what was going on. And I never cook. Like very well. That's a lie. I do. I supplement the Lao food with like probably over a dozen eggs a day when I'm back home. I eat a lot of eggs. This, if you're into health and fitness, then the eggs are probably one of the most nutrient dense foods you could possibly eat. So I used to eat that many eggs, and I got tons of protein and good fats and all that stuff. And then I can just enjoy some Lao meals and not have to worry about it. Not have to worry about that side of things. I'm full, I'm healthy, strong. But that's why I live so cheap. Like you go buy a rack of 30 eggs, still insanely expensive with inflation. Not as bad as home, but that's going to cost around, shoot, I don't know if they've gone up, since I know the inflation's gone up a little bit since I was in Vientiane, but they were like 65,000, so like a little over $3 for a rack of 30 eggs. Eat those and then go buy my meals at the market. 10,000 is usually a portion at the market, which is kind of a small portion, but then 20,000 two portions is probably more than what I would, I'm going to be stuffed. So it's very cheap. 20,000 being less than $1, that's like 75 cents right now. So you think 75 cents of lob that's with some eggs, like I'm going to be stuffed. So yeah, you can live very cheap. And then you talk about right now in the low season, that's when you go snag yourself a rental, because people are desperate, for lack of a better word. They're super keen to get somebody in there, especially maybe not like long-term renters as much, but yeah, they still are very keen to get you in. But you're gonna run into very different prices as soon as you get close to October. That's a high season, and people are gonna feel like they can get a lot more for a long-term rental even. But yeah, I live cheaper than most people. I'd say that most foreigners, you're gonna need over $1,000 like 1,100, 1,200 bucks. I feel like that's a pretty standard number, at least even for myself. If I'm living like very Western, where it means I'm going to a Western restaurant a few times a week, or I'm eating out often. I maybe have some beer, go out for some beers. I, maybe go out on some dates. Like, yeah, then it's gonna cost around that price, 1,100 bucks. But even then, like you'd have to be eating out at restaurants and Western food all the time. To me, yeah, that's how much it costs to live, man. You can do it. It's cheap. Good morning. Good cow. Good morning. Right, aunt. It's called karma. Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody. We got 9 here in the chat. Thanks for joining. How about Cal? What do you think as far as how much would somebody need per month to live in Laos? What draws you to Laos? Ooh, I like that question. Short answer, I fell in love with Laos when I first came here 16 years ago. And it was, I think when you come that young too, I never left the country. It just really made such an impression on me with the people, the language, the food, that I just wanted to learn more, and that never stopped. That never stopped. I wanted to learn more, and in school back home, I studied this region of the world, did a Bachelor of Arts Humanities degree. It's an area studies degree, so I studied, they called it Asian Studies, was actually the name of my Bachelor's of Arts written on my degree. But yeah, I studied all about the history, the economics, the geography, yeah, all about this region, and took language classes. They didn't. I tested out of Thai, took high level Thai classes that they had, Thai poetry, Thai literature. Took some Chinese because they didn't have to supplement, classes that I need. But then I got really into Chinese as well. So yeah, uh, that ended up long. But I draw to Lao, the people, the everyday life, the language, the food. I love it all. Would you recommend the slow boat down the Mekong? What's it like in Pak Bay? I haven't been, but I would recommend it based solely off of every traveler's experience that they've shared with me. Nothing but good things. It sounds intense. It's like a whole day on a boat. I don't know. Every time I think about that, it's just like a whole day in a car, a whole day on an airplane. Sounds rough. If you enjoy, if you're very good at like just chilling at home or chilling all day, then I guess it will work for somebody that likes to move like myself. That's sounds struggle like a struggle, but I can see it being a very memorable experience. For a lot of people, really enjoyed it. What's it like in Pakistan? Yeah, I haven't been there, but we'll see. I'm gonna now that I just feel so grateful, and that's why I really wanted to do this today on my birthday. For me to say thank you to everybody for making my dream a possibility. I'm I'm doing exactly what I planned and set goals for and hoped for every fiber of my body that by this time, by my birthday this year, I would be able to make decisions of where I wanted to go, not be stuck because of money or a job or anything, that I'd be able to develop this into something that I could start exploring, really exploring the country. And so now we get to do that. And we will see Pakbang and each thing in time. As now that I'm going back up to Vientiane and then to Luang Prabang, well, with this train, it makes things so easy to go back and forth. I visited Laos back in June. People seem to be very happy with what they have. Exactly. It's just a level of that, and I can't even say everything that makes me love Lao. The sense of community, the small community aspect of it, where it feels like you're in a small community, even if you are in a city like Vientiane. Uh, and yeah, that people are just so content to be happy with what they have. If you have a good meal and some good friends around, like, I think that's all you can ask for on a good day for Lao people. Like, just and it just reminds me all the time, like, what's important. Okay, the most important thing is people. At the end of the day, spending time with, putting your time into people and spending time with the right people. Uh, yeah, that's just, to me, it just seems like you slow down and you focus on. At least for me, that a lot of people see it differently. Like, this is what they grew up with. To them, it's like, oh, this is just Lao, like everyday life. But for a Westerner, it helps me to slow down a bit. It's 6 hours on day one, and then stay at Pukbang, and then 7, 8 hours on day two for the boat ride. I don't know if you ever catch me doing it, man. That sounds incredible. I'm sure the view and everything. I say if it's something you're interested in, go for it. We all have our different adventures we're very interested in. A lot of people have no interest in the caves, as can be seen by my video. Nobody watched it, but yeah, I'd rather go explore cave all day than sit on a boat. I'm chomping at the bit to get there. Yeah, I can't wait to have you out here. It's gonna be incredible to finally have you out here. It'll be fun too with Martin. Let's see how much he feels comfortable being on camera. I didn't really have him on camera all that much when we were traveling in Vung Vieng and Luang Prabang before, but he's got a dry sense of humor. He's a funny guy, and it would be good for him, at least for me, to get what convinced you to move to Laos. Like, he's about 7 years old, just to give people an idea. If you're older, what's it going to be like coming to Laos, and is it a possibility? Why would somebody that's a 70-year-old American man like himself choose Laos after living in Thailand? So, some very interesting questions to ask him. Gal, hello from Boston, Mass. Sabay. Welcome. Amazing. I feel like we have another new person joining us here, unless I'm wrong. I try to not embarrass myself and get it wrong, but I also want to say hi and welcome to anybody that's new. Then health inspector closed down a Lao restaurant in London. In the kitchen, they found rats, mice, maggots, and worms, and that was just ingredients for the starters. That's a good one. only people that love Lao would get this joke. That's a good Lao joke. Actually, I have met a couple here from England, and they're slow traveling, and I'll probably see them up in VNC, and I'm hoping they're supposed to be there around the 30th. I'll need to be in Luang Prabang by the 5th of August. So I don't know why I'm giving specific dates. I try to avoid that because you never know how crazy people are on the internet telling people exactly what day and time I'm going to be places. But yeah, I'd love to take them to the restaurant and order a couple of starters, because in my time in the East Zone, correct me if I'm wrong, this was not on the menu. You know, everybody eats jila jinai, like, but it's not on the menu at every restaurant. And in Laos, especially at like beer gardens, the menu is full of all those things. Fried crickets, fried this bug, and all of all the stuff that I traditionally would have bought off the street in other countries to try. It's just some of these main, what would you call them, beer snacks or snacks are right on the menu. So that'll be fun. A fun video to make with them. That's gonna be fun. I watch it. I love nature and caves. Ah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that video is shockingly low amount of views, but same with my adventure to the fall, the motorcycle ride out to the falls in Luang Prabang. It was arguably even more incredible of an adventure. Just very different. A cave is a cave, right? At the end of the day, it's amazing, but it's a little different than walking up the mountain and cascading limestone waterfalls, and then get to the top of the mountain and there's pools and those swings to enjoy the pools. The swimming pool is, yeah. I hope that there will be, fingers crossed, at least some sunshines during August. A couple, whatever I can get, I'm gonna take and get out there and do some exploring and show some more of Luang Prabang. And I don't mean to, for lack of a better term, I don't mean to shit on the boat ride, because I know that it sounds amazing. For me, I would love to do that, but just for a day. Like, that's one of those things. Like, after the day, I'm gonna go back and sleep and do something else. I don't want to wake up another day, but the nature would be incredible. Yeah, it would be incredible. You hear so many people doing that from Thailand down to Laos. It's not going to be available either forever. It's with China and Laos. building all these dams, and these boat rides are becoming not available anymore. So definitely worth it. How much is a ticket from Vientiane to Lumpur? Well, let me tell you right now. If I can get my phone out. So we're gonna go on to the Lao China Railway app called the LCR ticket. This one, where's the camera? This one right there. Where's my finger? There. Oh, how clear is that? That's called LCR ticket. I go on there. We want. Oh, what the heck? Mobile login. All right. Anyway, I don't know. It's not got my login saved. Let's see. Password login. I think it's like 220. Save us time. If I remember right, it's like 220. So like with the exchange right now, it's just getting cheaper and cheaper. There's never been a cheaper time to come visit Laos. It's damn near 26. It's just going up 26,000 per dollar. And yes, the inflation follows, so it's not great forever. But for a short time before the local products go up, then everything's very cheap. It's kind of nice. 220,000 right now. It's like $8, $9, if that. Like $8. Crazy. And I was laughing about it. It's so crazy. The other night, talking to other. This is the only place in South. I could be wrong. Malaysia. Yeah, I don't know. Malaysia has their trains, but where do they go? Do they have trains that go up country, north, south country? I don't think so. It's just within Kuala Lumpur. I could be wrong. But out of Southeast Asia, Laos, not Thailand, not Vietnam, not any place south, Laos has a fast train that's insanely comfortable. Just like, what you'd expect in China or other developed places with a train. It's not super fast. Okay, we're not like flying down the road, but hey, it makes for watching the scenery better. It's an incredible ride. That's the only way to travel. Who wants to go on the mini buses or buses and spend 9-10 hours anymore? It makes travel so nice. And that was the other thing. It's like, okay, rainy season right now, traveling around Laos. At first, I was considering. I really wanted to, since I'm down here, travel to southern Laos. But it's like, okay, if I do that, traveling the way I'm traveling by bus and stuff, it would have worked out if I went like join this couple as a group, because then you could like book a tuk-tuk or book something when you want to go do stuff to take you. Otherwise, yeah, you just need to wait until I have a motorcycle and the rain dies down. Like Southern Laos is much better to explore with a motorcycle or a car, your own vehicle. It's just so challenging trying to use public transport. But we'll get there. Which is nice. Like we're getting to see all the levels. I get start right now, and I'm traveling like any other traveler. I've used public transport. Next level will be a motorcycle, and we'll get to see the country by motorcycle. And the next level will be having a car, or, being able to fly. So it will be interesting to see every place traveling differently. Beer snacks, yes. Loads of beer snacks. We'll see what I get for them. I might not get like grilled jinang. Not my favorite of beer snacks. I quite like most of the insects. It just tastes like potato chips. Jila is like potato chips. They're all nice. Oh, if they don't have main kang on the menu, but if they did. I said to a waiter in a restaurant in Laos, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. He said, yes, sir, it's a free gift from the staff after Christmas. All right, Bobby's got jokes for days. Depending on how much I want to eat something, if the ants start to attack it, I might just eat it anyways. Extra protein. It depends what it is. But sometimes they so fast. It's like, nope, you're not stealing this from me today. And the ants actually, for the most part, they just like a sour pop in your mouth. And they're full of protein, so no harm them. Actually, quite nice. And when they do cook ants, which I'm not gonna say people eat ants, but a lot of times you eat the ants when you eat the ant eggs. They get in there with them, and it's same thing. Delicious, sour. Whoa! Wow! Thank you so much. Wow, that's huge. That goes so far in helping with everything right now. Thank you so much. I'm really like so close to being able to afford to get a mic, which would just take the sound quality of the channel to another level. Like all those times where mm, I mumbled, because I tend to a lot of times speak too quietly, and I have to repeat myself to people. Which I mean, you wouldn't see so much in the videos because I edit it out when I'm stuttering, not spitting things out very well. Thank you so much. Ah, it's huge. I'm like, just the other day, I finally broke down and I just deleted tons and tons of old footage. So I was like, you know what? It's between having space to keep on editing and the editing being well, the more full the hard drive gets, because I have a 2 terabyte hard drive using a 2015 MacBook. If it gets very full, then all the processes, everything is just even slower. It's like, all right, executive decision. I deleted everything, but point being, this $50 helps so much. I really need to get a new hard drive and stop deleting all this old footage because you never know when you're gonna want it or use it. But I've said before, I'm still of a similar mindset of like, just make your videos and make the video and move on. I keep on having that feeling a bit. I know a lot of YouTubers they collect every piece of data. Can you imagine how much you're spending on cloud storage and hard drives and all that? I'm like, yes, there's a chance you aren't going to be back, but more likely than not, for me in Lao, I'm going to be back many times. So it's just like, especially if I've made a video from it already. I'm like, I've made the video. Like, I don't want to go through all that footage again. Like, maybe for your posterity, for your grandkids or whatever. I don't know. But it a little bit feels wrong when you're deleting all that, like a gig, not a gig, like 500 gigs, half a terabyte of footage of yourself, footage here in Lao, footage of me back home preparing to come to Lao. And yeah, so $50. Thank you, Mike. I need a mic. I need a new computer. I need a new hard drive. All those things are not really the first thing I'm spending money. First thing I'm spending money on right now, as soon as I get help like this, is just to live so I can keep making videos. And as we grow, then the money will go directly into improving the channel. This more than covers the ticket to Lumpur. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, people don't understand sometimes, even a $5-10, like, here's lunch on me, I'll buy you a coffee, like that, that just $10 covers the meals for a day basically. $5, there's like, there's one meal in the books. Thank you so much. $50, I'm thinking even bigger things. We maybe getting closer to a hard drive or a mic for us, especially with the things I want to do with this channel. I want to go out and do way more talking to people, but I have to limit the amount of talking in my videos unless I want to spend all of my waking hours trying to do subtitles, which I never have enjoyed doing subtitles. It's not an excuse because I know it would really make the difference in my channel. Maybe, people be like, suck it up and do it because you need it. You need it so people can understand. I do think my videos offer so much value if people could understand everything and have the subtitles. We'll get there. I talk about it every time. I'm always looking for somebody, and yeah, the $50 could also help me maybe to find the right person. Trying to find somebody to help me out. You never know. Uh, yeah, and then the more I talk, if I have a mic, we have clear audio. I'd love to be able to do more, yeah, like even like interview stuff, or like just talk to people on the street and ask them some interesting questions and have that, I'd like to do a lot more, but I need that mic to make sure the audio is good. I really do need somebody to help with subtitles, so I haven't done some of the ideas. I think, well, I've had a lot of people tell me, those videos would really help your channel get the traction and take it to the next level. Because of course, I think those videos are interesting. I watch people doing those. Like I watch people doing them in Bangkok and Japan. Like going or talking to people throughout the city, just talking to people in different aspects of life, doing different things. So thanks again. You've really helped me out. Do you ever hear of people still finding landmines in Laos? All the time? Yeah. There's UXO services, there's companies, there's NGOs dedicated to this still to this day. There's people that are losing their lives, but more often than not, they're losing limbs and things like that. Handicap when they find a mine. Uh, yeah, you never know. I haven't, I don't probably follow the news enough to hear about it, but I'm pretty sure it's still happening. I don't want to hear about that often. That's so sad. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, still finding. They have services for people that are interested in land. You need to the areas that they're familiar where they're at. You got to have your land surveyed before you do anything by the UXO service. I don't know if that's everywhere in Laos. Somebody could let me know. I'm not sure, but for sure in some areas. Shipweather USA. Sabaidi, welcome. Love seeing some new people joining us. This is awesome. Thanks for joining. Where are you tuning in from? USA somewhere. Welcome, welcome. So I've got some really exciting plans. Unfortunately, it's not going to be Southern Lao like we thought, but I'm trying to make the most of the rainy season, and I'm already like trying to figure out how I can get back down to Southern Lao before the end of the year when it's nicer. So yeah, I really would like to see the North. It's kind of fun. Like I'm excited. I'm so excited. I feel a little disappointed to not see the Southern Lao while I'm here, but I'm excited to go up north and see rainy season for a second up there. May as well. It's not changing down here for the last 2 weeks. So check out rainy season up there, and then when it's nice, hopefully I can come back down here again and explore. Back and forth we go, up and down. But I will be I'll have a home base in Vientiane. After speaking with Beverly, this just works out really well for me. Actually, she's building more homes, another home in Vientiane. So being able to just come back and stay at one of her places until maybe I can ever have money. I have enough money to one day do my own thing, my own home. That'll be nice. And I'll have Martin up in Luang Prabang, so I'll have a home base up there as well. It'd be really nice to have somewhere down south that I could have more of a home base. But yeah, I'm sitting in a fast food parking lot in Andalusia, Alabama. It's the only reliable internet in this part of the state. The effort to tune in, I I appreciate that. I do really appreciate that. I'm also excited. I'm also very excited because I do feel a little bit like I've been stifled with uh, my Lao, like learning and progressing because I'm mostly trying to understand their dialect and what's just like what's going on in general. This dialect's so different. Yes, going back to Vientiane. I'm going to Vientiane just for up until like August 3rd or 4th, and I gotta head up to Luang Prabang to to welcome Martin to Luang Prabang, to meet up with Martin when he arrives, and then take him and to find a long-term rental for when he comes back in November, December. And then I'll be back in Vientiane. Yeah, and I'll be back in Vientiane in September. Probably stay there September. It'll help me save money staying there too with her, because they have everything on the farm. Even it's a little outside the city, but it'll help me save money for sure with that stuff, like on food and everything. So that I can go make my trips down south and up north. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be an adventure going forward. Definitely. I'm in the backwoods. I'm in the backwoods of West Virginia. Wow, very interesting. Backwoods of West Virginia, eh? Where's everybody else tuning in from? Shipwell there. Looks like he's got some cool picture, man. Like a helicopter. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining for me from Lao here on Dundee for this special edition of Live from Lao, announcing what we're going to be doing next. And here to say thank you to everybody for following and supporting the channel. Everything with time. I just trying to be patient. I keep telling you guys this, that, and the other, and we're going to keep, no matter what, we've got videos to come. But, and as the channel, as we grow, we can do even cooler videos. So thank you guys for supporting, Especially would like to say, like, if you have a chance, please share. Please share the videos. I know some people are like always sharing everything, but that's really the difference between what we're able to do, If you share the videos and we gain more followers, then makes lots of money. Lots of money will come in from YouTube, and we'll be able to get a computer, get a mic, and go do all the ideas I got. Go do all the interviews. Go do all the fun things with locals. Do lots of projects. From Mobile, Alabama. Wow, this is cool. I'm in Liverpool, England. I wouldn't have guessed that. That's really cool. In Liverpool. I really want to visit Manchester, Liverpool area. I love a lot of the music that came out of that region. From Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Visit family in Sano. I was in Sano for a brief moment, unfortunately. Stuck in Sano. Yeah, and I've been through Sano twice, and everybody's telling me, you gotta stop at the J Call. Is apparently a YouTuber that has good grilled chicken there. But both times, it didn't happen. So up in Luang Prabang, also excited to try to get to know people. There's a couple YouTubers up there that one has reached out, wanted to collab. Might reach out to Nat Nomad. That would be very interesting to have some kind of interview or video with him. Yes. There's a lot to come. I was feeling a little stifled here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's paradise, but I was like, man, this is just challenging with the rain. Trying to do the videos that I want to do, and yeah, we'll be back though. I gotta get back here, especially I want to see it during high season. Like, what's it like during high season? Is it just the streets just full of people? Like, what's it like? It's quiet and nice right now, but yeah, awesome, guys. Trying to think what else how I got. We're jumping on the sleeper bus tomorrow, so that'll be an experience. First time on this sleeper bus. Try to make use of that time and do some editing or something. It's a long ride. something like 16 hours, I think, from Paksay up to Vientiane. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm starving. Just how is everybody doing? Anybody have anything they're curious about here in Lao that I might be able to answer before I sign off? I'm keen to get some breakfast, get editing another video for you, have a nap. Had a couple of beers last night to celebrate my birthday, and chilling today until I leave tomorrow. So let me know if you guys have any questions about coming to Lao, living in Lao, or if you'd like to see anything in particular. I'm always keen to collect ideas of what people are interested in, because a lot of times it lines up with something that I had already had an idea with, and then just it helps hash out the video, hash out like how the video is going to be, how it's going to develop the story of the video. So let me know. What should I have for breakfast? Standard lab kaidao. That's probably my favorite. I miss fruit. I'm also really missing a lot of things from off the island. I miss going to the market with loads and loads of fruits and food available. So I can't wait for that. Just get on a plane from Paksay to Vientiane. A plane from Paksay to Vientiane. Isn't that like that's not cheaper than the bus though. Oh, we have an option. The bus is 360,000 from here, including your ferry and the mini bus from here to Paksay. I think so. 360,000 is like $13 right now. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, a flight. At some point, that's gonna be the case when I can afford. You better believe that. Especially when thinking about coming back here, I definitely would consider it. I had people recommend that to me when I was looking to come down here. Of course, I was trying to find. It was an experiment. It was an experiment trying to find mini buses to get down here, see if I can find a better way. And then, we lived and learned. We now know that's not possible. You have to take the sleeper bus or fly. It's a great recommendation. So if you are looking for any tips and help with traveling to Laos, I'd recommend adding the Facebook groups and asking your questions in there, because so many of the long timers here are more than happy. They jump at the opportunity to share their knowledge and help you out. So they said, fly down to Siem Reap or fly down to Paksay and then travel up from there. I'm like, next time we might look into that, especially if you buy in advance. You can get it cheap enough. It would be worth it. Then you have to worry about your bag, though. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining. I can't wait for this next step of the journey. Stay tuned for a video. It should be out tonight or morning your time tomorrow, right? All right. Much love, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Very grateful. I'll see you next time.